Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for Syscon TV. I'm here at 9th Cloud Expo, Silicon Valley, joined by Henry Fastert, Chief Technologist. I always feel we should straighten our back for the Chief Technologist of SHI International. Thank you for joining us, Henry.
It's a pleasure to be here, Jeremy.
And I know you're speaking, we can get into that in a little while, but let's just imagine that somebody doesn't know what SHI does. How do we quickly catch them up?
Okay, so SHI has been in business for 23 years, our 23rd year. We've started in business as a large-scale VAR and have moved quickly into the professional services side and now on the cloud side. So SHI offers a complete portfolio of hardware, software, professional services, and now cloud services.
So basically you have to do everything, and now cloud's so big, SHI is going to be big in cloud.
Well, it's a logical extension of what we've done all along. You know, we targeted our cloud specifically at our IT customers, and so our intent was not to create sort of the casual use cloud, but really the kind of cloud that the people we sell to currently, that we sell hardware and software products and professional services, would also gravitate towards.
So this is enterprise grade?
Absolutely.
And you know, in the greater scheme of things, here we are, Cloud Expo booming, but people are still asking that question, aren't they? Is it ready for enterprise? Is it my turn? What are you saying to your people, other than, of course, it is? How are you proving it?
Well, we certainly are saying, of course, it is. We designed our cloud specifically at that end of the spectrum. So when we looked, we decided to move into the cloud about 18 months ago. When we looked at infrastructure as a service, it was primarily providers who were targeting casual use of virtual machines. So our offering is targeted at the opposite end of that spectrum. We created an infrastructure as a service offering specifically for customers to put production applications into the cloud, including mission critical applications. We do that via three key areas. One, security. Anyone who's going to put anything significant of value into the cloud needs to feel good about security. The second is performance, to create a cloud that is significantly higher performance than the traditional cloud. And then finally, a very resilient and industrial grade cloud, one that meets mission critical standards, that has no single points of failure and what have you.
And you managed that in 18 months?
We did. And so SHI Labs, which is part of my organization, developed the IP around those things. My professional services organization built out the data center, all the data center services associated with this. So SHI built out its own cloud with our internal resources over that period of time.
Wow, congratulations on that. Congratulations. But what's it called?
It's traditional infrastructure as a service. We didn't come up with a fancy, clever marketing name associated with it, but it's designed for people to put production applications in the cloud. And probably one of the most important features of it is that we project the virtual machines onto the customer's network. So most clouds, you have to use the network that they provide you, and there's a lot of issues around security, usability associated with that. We developed a VLAN isolation technology that allows us to project virtual machines over a VLAN extension directly onto a segment of the customer's network. That way those virtual machines, for all practical purposes, are identical to virtual or physical machines that the customer puts on their own network. And so it becomes very easy to integrate them into application deployment architectures. In addition, your patching policies, your security policies, all the things that are always an issue in the cloud become very straightforward, because these are no different than your own infrastructure. And so you can very easily add infrastructure to your own network if for whatever reason, at whatever period of time you need to do that.
Now, I know you already said earlier you developed your own IP. Did anyone else ever take that approach, or is that completely unique to SHI?
To the best of our knowledge, it's unique. We've been doing a lot of work at various seminars and conferences and what have you. Have not seen anyone else offer that type of service.
Right. Sounds good to me. So a typical customer then, who is needing this completely mission critical enterprise grade? I mean, are we talking financial services? Who are we talking? Could be anyone for you, I know.
It really is. It's anyone who wants to deploy a production application, who wants to be sure that that application is secure in the cloud. We provide a variety of layers of security, not the least of which is that when you project those virtual machines, we can't see into those virtual machines. We know if they're alive or dead, but we can't see into them. All the data in our center is encrypted, including data at rest. There's a whole variety of security profiles that we provide in all of this. We even have a third-party solution company called Solutionary, who provides third-party security monitoring of our security infrastructure. So in the event of any kind of security issue in our infrastructure, they not only notify us, they notify all our customers simultaneously.
Would you go so far as, I mean, I've heard, obviously, at Cloud Expo, we're not necessarily biased, but we are very interested to hear people say, actually, the cloud is more secure. Mm-hmm. In many ways.
It certainly is, particularly when you look at small to mid-sized businesses, what they can afford to do from a security point of view, resilience point of view, is just not going to be on the same scale that we can provide in our cloud centers. And so
they're buying into all those years of expertise.
Absolutely.
There's a moral there of that story. Henry, imagine that somebody wants to go to the website. Where should we send them, and what will they see there?
Go to SHI Cloud. You can come either to shi.com or you can go directly to SHI Cloud. There's a lot of material, not only written material, but a lot of video material on how this all works, the nature of the technology, and the approach we've used to create a completely resilient technical and physical infrastructure.
Well, I suspect that's precisely what the people watching this video are going to be doing. So you had the personal invitation from Henry Fastert, from the Chief Technologist himself of SHI. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here in Silicon Valley. I'm sure we'll speak again in New York next year. And in the meantime, thank you for joining us out there on the World Wide Web.
Take care, everyone.